Hello, everyone. We're back at Animate Miami, presented by GalaxyCon. Jolt Radio. Here we have the lovely Grey DeLisle.
Well, jeepers, this place seems kind of crowded and kind of creepy.
Oh, God.
I need a Scooby snack.
I ate them all on the way here. I'm so sorry. But it's nice to have you here. Thank you for
I'm so
taking the
happy
time.
to be here, yes.
Yeah, it's going to be a quick little interview. We got some questions. We're as being from a local radio station, we're going to take more of a musical angle.
Okay.
That's okay.
Oh, my gosh,
Try to
I'm
merge them both,
excited about it.
which you have an entire side, like an entire discography that most fans could grow up not even knowing that, and then later find out that was pretty much me. I'm explaining my experience.
Yeah.
But it wasn't until I met, I think, Marisha Ray,
Yes, I love
that
her.
she explained that you had a whole discography, and I was like, oh.
I got to tell Marisha. Thank you, Marisha.
But yeah. So let's get to some of the questions that I wrote down because I can't remember those. My lines.
Can you tell I was a child actor? The camera's coming around. I'm like,
Yeah.
I immediately spring to life. On the good ship, lollipop. It's okay.
All right. So we were talking about it a little bit on the way here. 40-something Runaway.
Yes.
Glorious song.
Thank you.
It really captures the scenes of, just driving on an open road out in the desert, top down.
Yes.
Just like
and running away from it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I wanted to open up with which of the several numerous characters that you've played, which ones do you think would really blast that on the car on a long drive?
Well, Azula finally has to escape, She, I did all the banishing, and then finally I'm in chains. So after she escaped, she went on a road trip and said, I hope they never find me. And if they do, they'll never rise from the ashes of their shame and humiliation. I'm going to blast a Springsteen tune and get the heck out of here.
That's it. But yeah, all your music, it's really, I read somewhere that it was described as a mix of Dolly Parton, but with a somber tone.
Oh.
Sometimes.
I love Dolly. I was gonna work with her on her new Broadway musical, just reading through the script, and I was all set to go to New York and do that, but it got rescheduled, and I have such a crazy schedule with these cons and doing cartoons every day that they were like, don't worry, we'll have you once we figure things out, we'll have you back again. And by the time they rescheduled it, I was like, I can't do it. I had another thing I had to do. So, but I love Dolly so much. But the thing was, they were like, if you get it, then you would be the Dolly on Broadway. And I was thinking, I don't want to be on Broadway. I want to be Dolly Parton, not play Dolly Parton. So even though I love her so much, I just there are so many amazing ladies that are up for the role now, and a few of them I know, so I'm very excited about that.
Oh, nice.
But I do cover Dolly quite. I cover one of her songs on Driftless Girl, my last album, and then I covered another one of her songs that my friend Billy Vera wrote called "I Really Got the Feeling." And it's really good. It's a good song. So there's always some Dolly around.
Nodding at the camera.
Yes.
But yes, I agree.
He nodded at the imaginary camera.
Yes. And I'm so used to being on camera.
And I'm so used to being off camera, so I'm like, what do I look like?
But so your family did have a history with Tito Puente.
Yes. My
your
grandmother used to sing with the Latin band leader, Tito Puente, and she taught me all kinds of old boleros, and I used to sing them at weddings. Of course, I was like, 7 years old, singing like very like Sabor a mí, and tanto tiempo disfrutamos de este amor, nuestras almas se acercado tanto así. Anyway, but I was Sabor a mí is not something a 7-year-old should be singing about, but it's kind of funny. She taught it to me en la vida llevadas instead of en la boca llevadas, and I used to wonder. I would hear the regular version later and go, oh, I always learned it, and I was like, oh yeah, I was 7, so yeah, she was trying to shield me from being weird.
That was actually going to lead into my question of, can we expect a Spanish album anytime soon?
I would love that. Well, I'm a huge fan of Linda Ronstadt, and she did a whole, I love Canciones de mi Padre. That's like I love that album. So I don't know if I'd go so far as the mariachis, but I do Usted and Sabor a mí in my live show. And I'm off to England after this to do a little tour in England. I'm in London and Bristol and Southampton, and a private show up in Snowdonia, which is so beautiful, the mountains. And then in June, I'm going over to Europe for a big European tour in June for 2 weeks. So that'll be fun.
Traveling the world.
Yes. I'm much bigger in Europe than I am here. Because, well, in LA, like shows are a burden. Like if someone's doing a show, you're like, oh, okay. Like all my friends are doing shows, and it's like I gotta go to their play and their music thing. So I don't even really play LA that much. Maybe once a year, but on my birthday or something.
One day, the Hollywood Bowl.
Yeah, yes.
But I guess one more question before we go.
Of course, yeah.
Just want to wrap it up. What are some, let's say, 5 albums in your life that you cannot live without?
Oh my gosh. Emmylou Harris, Wrecking Ball. The Everly Brothers, Songs Our Daddy Taught Us. The Beatles, Rubber Soul. I love Iris DeMent, Infamous Angel, too. I really love Iris DeMent. And probably Nebraska, Springsteen. Yeah. I don't know anything about Bob Dylan. People always, I saw that movie and I know maybe 3 of Bob Dylan songs, but on my last album, somebody was like, was that inspired by the Bob Dylan song? I was like, I don't know that Bob Dylan song, so no. Anyway.
I feel like it's a whole learning
experience.
But anyways, Grey DeLisle.
Yes, it's me. My brand new album's out April 4th, but you can go on any of the streaming services and listen to our first single, 40-something Runaway. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And there's more stuff coming. We're going to eke it out a little bit. I also have another video premiere that came out today called Daddy, Can You Fix a Broken Heart? About a little girl who their mother's broken hearted. The dad always fixed all the toys and stuff. So it's a classic country, story song. So if you like Tom T. Hall and Dolly Parton, you'll like it.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye.